Hello everybody, Persian here. Just thought I'd take a little time out and show you guys how I make my jerky and stuff. I got me a piece of eye of round. I usually use deer meat with stuff. I haven't gotten any deer in a while. I haven't really had the time to go out and do on hunting. Hopefully I'll get one this winter. I'm going to try make some time to do that. But it's a lot of fun and stuff. So what I do is I marinate mine. This eye of round had it sliced up and marinated it for about 3 hours. And what I use for my marinade is the exact same stuff on the jerky as what I use for my steaks and the brisket or pretty much whatever I'm doing. First of all, I like to use soy sauce. I'll take a bottle of soy sauce, but the important part of it is I will cut that with 50% water or more, just because of all the salt into it. So I don't use the light or anything. I just cut the full strength stuff with water. And then this here has a lot of salt into it, so it's still going to come out pretty salty. So if you follow the recipe, go light on the marinating time till you find out the length of time that works for your taste. Like I said, what I use is this Grill Mates Montreal seasoning. It's really good stuff. Like I said, it does have a lot of salt to it, amongst other good stuff. And there's one reason I cut the soy sauce down to help get rid of some of that salt. I mean, this was, like I said, marinated about 3 hours. Steaks, I usually do a lot less. Briskets a lot longer, and I even use that to inject my briskets and stuff. Anyway, I don't use, I know a lot of folks, they'll just marinate it in their favorite marinade and then throw it in a dehydrator. I don't use a dehydrator. I like to smoke mine. I'm going to be using two different woods and see what comes out or gets the best reviews with beef. I'm going to be using some oak and some mesquite. And like I said, when you're smoking, the object is to dry the meat. You're not wanting to cook it, you're drying it out and adding the flavor through the smoke, so you're going to be doing a cold smoke. And this is the easiest way I found on doing the cold smoke. Just get you a small coffee can, smaller the better, you don't want no wide one. And you'll see the nails in the bottom. What that does is allows a lot of air to go through there, and the biggest part lets all the ashes fall out and fall on down in the grill, so you don't have to worry about ash buildup and putting out that fire. Or actually the smoldering. You ain't going to get much of a fire, it'll be smoldering. The trick is all these little nails. What you want to do is put the nails in first before you cut out the bottom. If you cut out the bottom and then try to put the nails, all you're going to do is smash your can. It needs to be reinforced for the bottom. So place a bunch of nails in it, about an inch apart. There's no real science to it. And the most important thing with a new one is to light a fire in it first. What you want to do is burn off all the zinc coating on the nails. And you see the soot and everything on these. And they'll actually start to rust after a while, and the nails will quit falling out once everything starts to rust. On this one occasion, I guess rust is our friend. But don't forget, you need to burn off that zinc coating, something about that galvanized coating, something about that zinc. I think, remember reading right, is poisonous, so you need to get rid of that. Burn it out, get you a good little hot fire going in there, take care of it. I'll take a video as this thing's in operation and stuff. Real quick, real easy. The drying time varies. One little tip also to do is once you pull your meat out of the marinade, get you some paper towels and towel dry it. Remember, since the whole thing is drying out the jerky, if you throw in some slobbering, dripping wet meat, it's just going to take forever. So towel dry the meat off. It's going to save you a lot of time. And one other hint, if you're doing a lot of meat and got a small smoker or what have you, or trying to save some time, I've done it in the past after smoking for several hours until it gets, you have to play with that if you use this tip. After you get your smoke flavor into it, but you can also finish it drying out in the oven. What you want to do is set it on the lowest temp possible, put it on the racks, and crack your oven. Just a metal spoon or something to help let that moisture escape from the oven. You don't want to hold that moisture in since you're trying to dry it out. So just as low as your oven will go and crack it. Let that moisture out. Anyway, we'll pick back up outside here in a little while. Okay, here we go. We got the meat on the grill, and you can see the smoke escaping and everything coming up out of there, and you see that's just cool to the touch as it can be. It's coming out there real nice. Open that up, and again, that's that coffee can. I kind of came up with that idea. Like I said, get some good airflow in there, and the big open area with the nails lets all the ashes fall through. What I'll do is I'll stick a chunk of one briquette, get it nice and glowing red hot, throw that in there, throw a chunk of my smoke wood, a briquette on top of that, then another chunk of the wood. This way it keeps it going, it all falls down from the ashes, it burns down, you just keep adding on to it. So I'm going to let this go for about 4 or 5 hours, come back and take a peek at it, and I'll show you the end result. Okay everybody, here's the finished product. I got them in 2 separate bins. Like I said, one was oak, one was mesquite. The mesquite tends to give you more of a robust flavor. The oak is a lot milder. Both are good. I kind of prefer mesquite myself. There's that one. Now again, this is beef. You can make it out of deer, buffalo. Never done buffalo yet, but deer tends to be my favorite for jerky. I think gives it the best flavor. I've made turkey jerky before. That was pretty good. Other folks really ranted about it. Just again, my favorite is the deer meat. You can tell when it's done, because you can see the color. Almost looks like it's cooked, but it's not cooked. It's just flavored, smoked, and dried out. And it's kind of hard to do this with one hand free. You can see how that breaks. It gives you an idea that it is dry. There's one that pulled off and it was sampled. It kind of tears off and you can see the fibers and everything. Now storage, I'm not sure how long it would store. I've seen different things on the net. It talks about how long you can store it. I guess use your own judgment. Now I guess if you were to vacuum pack it or put it in a jar with a food saver, one of those food saver jar attachments where it sucks out all the oxygen. Now, assuming, since there's no oxygen, it's going to store a lot longer. Hence the whole reason why the food saver is. So, and if you're looking for a long-term storage thing, throw it in a food saver jar and even a cooler temperature. It should last quite a while. Never got to experiment with it because it's just too good. Especially when the kids get a hold of it. It don't last long. Yep, there you go. That's how I done it. Got any questions, give me a holler. Like I said, I don't use liquid smoke or a dehydrator. I smoke mine with real wood for several hours. And then if you got a lot to do or need the extra space on the grill or the smoker rather, you can cheat by using a dehydrator after the fact just to remove the rest of the water. Or the oven rack like I showed you before, just to promote the drying faster, because you do want it to dry quicker as you can. You don't want it to start molding and rotting. So don't got the dehydrator yet. I think that would be pretty helpful. I just don't marinate it and then dehydrate it like a lot of folks do. I want the real wood smoke flavor into it. And there's so many other recipes you can try. I shared my recipe that I like, and I use that on about everything I cook with barbecue wise. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Everybody take care. God bless you.